the UN, I work with the UN. I work with the UN Alliance of Civilizations. And I think it's an amazing idea. They provide voices to people who don't have voices, and they provide translation. And I think a lot of the problems in the world are caused by very simple mistranslation. So I think the UN has a very important role in the global community. And the fact that they have peacekeepers and election monitors and all of that, and maintain some level of objectivity and include everybody, despite all, people have asked me, should you include Iran in the United Nations or should we kick them out? It's the same, should we include the U.S. in the United Nations? Because they've committed, I would say, crimes against humanity historically, and there have been real violations of our own Constitution and international human rights, specifically post 9/11. So obviously, I really think all the countries should be included, even though it makes for a very decentralized organization and sometimes can be inefficient. I think it's important. With respect to the IMF and the World Bank and the World Health Organization, I'm a big fan of the World Health Organization and what it can achieve and the statistics it compiles. The IMF and World Bank, I'm not as strongly against it as I would say a lot of more liberal thinkers are, but of course I'm also not in favor of it. So, and my specialty is not in economics, so I'm not qualified to make a very valid assessment of it. But the idea of globalization and manipulating and taking advantage when you talk about scarce resources, certain countries, and getting them into as much debt as they are, despite providing all these resources. I think specifically Africa has just been raped too many times, and economically as well.